It was no surprise that the first ZAR bond auction attracted plenty of interest as over 40 countries clamored to join the BRICS grouping.
Investor sentiment is driven by the geopolitical environment. If we see what is happening in the world and how the multilateral system has actually, in a way, failed the global south, then you can imagine that there's a lot of interest in BRICS, and that is why we see those amounts of countries wanting to join BRICS. And I think that sentiment then also spills over in terms of interest in what the new development bank is doing and other assets apart from those ones that are only seen as your typical US dollar issuers.
The bank auctioned off 2 bonds, a 5-year note at 1 billion rand and a 500 million rand 3-year note. The overwhelming support gave the bank an opportunity to up its trade to 1.5 billion rand. Over 70% was taken out by international investors, with the rest by local banks.
It's very exciting, but I think what I like most is now they've put away, let's say, 3- and 5-year debt. That debt can now be issued to South Africa for project funding in rands. And the big thing then, you don't run all this US dollar currency risk, because if you borrow in US dollars and you've got to pay 5% or whatever on that, and the rand goes from 16 to 19 to the dollar, it really causes pain. If you can denominate it in rands, that's great. Second prize is probably to denominate it in a currency that's more linked to your currency.
This is the first bond auction to be held under the BRICS Bank and will no doubt be celebrated at the 15 BRICS Summit here in South Africa. The new development bank was established back in 2014 to raise financing for infrastructure and sustainable development and really become an alternative lending institution for other emerging markets. Samit Rand-Denominated, CGTN, Johannesburg, South Africa.